Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Welcome. Today's topic is hair sheep rams, and I've got a fellow with me today from England. This is William. And William, would you give us a little bit of background and what's your story?
Hello, my name is William Emerson. I'm from the northeast of England in County Durham. I've come here to Green Pastures Farm as an interview for Greg Judy's internship program, and today we're just about to release the rams out on the yows so they can go and do their thing, and we're just looking at these different rams and comparing them. So here I've been looking at the teeth. It's got a nice set of teeth, right nice on the pad there.
When you say on the pad, William, what are you talking about? So the bottom teeth are lined up good with the top?
Yeah, with that top pad. So a bad mouth would be if it was overshot, so it was coming past the pad, you would be able to feel like a little lip on there.
Okay.
And that would mean it wouldn't last that well into older age. Or if it was really undershot, if it was like right on the
on the inside
of the pad, that's just right.
You'd say that was just right.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, what about this guy's teeth? Does he look pretty good?
Yep, he's looking just as good. Just nicely on the pad there.
Okay, cool. And so these are rams that would have been born May 1st in that time period. And we're looking at December 2nd today. So what would that make them? You got 7 months, is that right? 7 months old. So these guys are getting ready to be turned in with the ewes. They're up the hill here, and we got quite a few more in the truck here. But these would be a St. Croix cross. So they've got a little bit of Florida native in them and also a little bit of Katahdin. We are going more to color on some of our rams because they just seem like they do just as well, and people prefer a little color in their flock. William, in England, you've got a different type of sheep. Would you tell me a little bit about your sheep?
We have a hill flock, which is a swale flock. They're similar sort of build to these, but they have wool on them, so you have to shear them every year, and they do not have the parasite resistance these have, and these shear themselves as well. So these are the ideal low maintenance sheep if you want to keep sheep.
Yeah, there's no worming, there's no tail docking, there's no shearing.
And we often have to feed quite a bit of concentrate grain like 6 weeks before lambing to make sure they don't come down with any metabolic diseases. Like they can't, so they have enough energy
to
grow the lambs inside them, and these do not get any feed.
Just a little bit different.
Lot different.
Quite a bit different.
A lot different.
Now, let's look at the individual rams. A while ago, I noticed you were grabbing them by the tail, and you're feeling something on the tail. What were you feeling back here?
I'm feeling for the fat covering on the tail. So you just grab, and then you feel the fat in between the vertebrae. On a thin sheep, you'd be able to feel the different vertebrae, but in there, there's like a cushion of fat.
Yeah, right around the tail. You can feel that. Yep.
Yeah. And then you can feel the jigget in there.
The jiggert? What do you call it, a jiggert?
I don't know, it's just what Dad's always called it. And then you can also feel the shoulders up in there.
Okay, yep.
And then this is the slightly bigger ram, and he's got a really good shoulder in him. He's got really good condition, and all off grass.
All off of grass.
And no wormers or grain, which is quite impressive.
And no concentrate.
No concentrate.
Those sheep are just really good condition. It's hard to believe they were born just this year in May.
Yeah.
You know? Folks, these lambs were taken off their mothers July 10th. So that would have made them 10 weeks old. And so they grew out like this without any mother's milk even, just on forage, which is quite impressive.
They're strong, I can vouch for that.
Isaac, you're having a bit of time holding on to that one.
Oh, it's all fun and games. Put the hat on him.
There you go. you may lose that hat forever.
Green Pastures Farm. Ram.
Yeah, well, those are a good looking set of lambs. All right, well, let's go ahead and kind of point them that direction, guys.
You want to let those ones out first?
Probably, yeah, that way we can We've got several more older rams and some more young ones here. They're getting ready to have a great time here. We also got a guard dog in there too. You're good. Yeah. There they go. Well, those are going to be some happy rams in about 5 minutes. The sheep flock, all the ewes are at the top of the hill. And there's a guard dog up there barking. And this one is, the guard dog is Cotton. You used to call him Cotton Top, wasn't it?
Yeah, cotton ball.
Cotton Ball. Cotton Ball.
He lived with the Rams this summer.
Yeah, he's a really good dog.
There they go.
There you go. Cotton Top's not real sure what's going on. We got to walk up and see what they do. You might just push that a little bit closer if you can, in case they come back down the hill. We don't want to be tracking sheep down the road. But we've got this paddock split in two. There's a sheep fence over there. It's one wire. It's 10 inches off the ground. And so they'll have this paddock first. And then we move them. I think this is altogether there's about 20 acres in this paddock. We've got it split up into multiple paddocks with poly. Of course, that's the free choice mineral for the sheep. And that's the guarding dog feeder. It's got the sheep-proof guarding dog entrance where the dogs actually slide under that. And then there's that feeder will hold up to 70 pounds of dog feed. And then the dogs can actually come in from either end. So if you got a young dog in there eating and the big dog comes in to whip him, the young dog can slip out that end. So he's not pinned in there. It's a wonderful design. We've got 2 of those. When we were running a lot more dogs this last summer. We don't have any guarding dogs for sale, so don't be emailing me about guarding dogs. We don't have any right now. We'll get some pups started later. Now that's how well these sheep are broke. Look at that. When they put that wire up, they ran it through that big blue stem. Whoa. I'm gonna step that down there. Now it's the right height. That wire was 3 foot in there and they didn't go underneath it. Okay, now Cotton's a big dog, but he's not going to challenge Big Boy. Big Boy's up there checking him out though.
The dogs were more interested in Cotton, and so the Rams just got in there. No problem.
Yeah. That's Lady. That's the alpha of all the dogs. She's whipped the males and everything. She's the one doing the barking.
There was already some riding going on.
You said you already saw the rams mounting some of the ewes?
Didn't even have to take them out for a meal.
So typically in England, William, how many rams would you expose? You've got a big flock, like 1,200?
We run about 1 to every 50 yows, and but some people can get up to 100. There's one person who went to our grazing group that's got 1 to 150 before.
Really?
Yeah.
1 ram to 150 ewes?
Yeah, but he said he wouldn't risk it again.
It's too hard on the ram?
Yeah, too hard, and if he stopped working, it would have been quite a big disaster for him, but he got away with it.
Because he'd had a bunch of ewes that didn't get bred.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got plenty of ram power up there. But, you know, it's nice to have a few around, and we get people that, you know, email us about rams, so we've got a few extra this year. We can sell a few, but they're going to be some pretty happy gentlemen up there for the next couple weeks.
Yeah. They settled in well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there they are. They're riding. They're already riding ewes. My goodness, they've only been in there less than 5 minutes. They're doing what rams do. So when we see our first lamb, usually it's around May 1st. You're gonna have all your lambing done. The majority of their lambing is done in 10 to 20 days after that. Occasionally you'll get 1 or 2 later than that, but not very often. You know, it's just, they're very efficient breeders. So I would recommend, if you've got a small flock, you know, 8 to 10 head or whatever, 15, keep 2 males. If you separate that ram by himself, he is not going to be a happy camper. So either keep a wither with him, or an old worn out ewe or something, or it's better just to keep another ram, because that way if something happens to your ram, let's say a coyote kills it, or it gets out and gets hit, or it just dies, you've got a backup. And you don't want to be looking for a ram when it's breeding season. You want to keep these things on cycle, you know, on schedule. So that, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of here. Thank you, William, for talking about our your sheep. And you've also run cattle there too, though, don't you?
Yes, yeah, we've got 70 cows on the place.
Yeah, yeah. So interesting part of the country. So everyone have a good one, and hit that subscribe button on the way out, and we'll see you next time.